Good morning. How you doing today? I hope and pray y'all have an amazing day. Before I get into the prayers and the messages, I just wanted to say God has a way which can be funny, but it can be a way of grabbing our attention so that way we can break repeated cycles. Last year, on this day of last year, I reshared. You'll notice I had um, a bun, which I was gonna put my ponytail in a bun, but I had the same shirt on, pour water into you and pour, because as I not just pour into you, I also have messages that can pour back into me as well, or things that he gives me. And I say all this to say that normally I don't like to listen to my older messages, and I like to hear me now. The other side of me is like, I don't like to hear me saying the same things over and over because I'm a mother of 10. So just imagine some things that have to be broken down and repeated. But God said, go back to your same message that you shared from last year on this day. Break it down so you don't repeat the same cycles. Last year, I was into it with my husband. I walked out the house to catch a moment of me because certain things occurred to where people finding me, reaching out to me on social media. It's this, and that, like slamming it, putting it on the table, putting it in my face for me to see. So it's like, okay, God, what is this? And I was literally pregnant with my baby. So I kind of went MIA for a moment when things just, God was like, you need a break. You need to find you. And that's what I was doing. But in the midst of it all, God still came through. I have a healthy baby, even with the distractions. As I finished Isaiah last night, there was many disturbance. There was many distractions. But God made promises that he did keep. God made promises that he did keep. He went back to save those, even those that wasn't meant to be suffered from the things that occurred, the storms. But it's just he had to grab those attention that was surrounding them that may have affected them. So I would say be mindful of the company that you keep so you don't be under the attacks of those or just spiritual warfare, waking up your eyes to see like, you know what, let me not say this, let me not do this, let me not move like this, let me not think like this, let me not feel like this, because this is what the enemy wants. And to know I have on this same shirt, I caught some fresh air of trying to catch some fresh air on last night walking across the street to the park. But I still couldn't catch my breath. I still couldn't release the way I wanted to because God was like, you need to go back inside. And my friend let me know, like, yeah, y'all need to pray. Somebody need to be humble enough to pray. And even though things still didn't pan out the way that I wanted to, I was still able to come in here and pray. I did a message, like I did my messages. I took my bath, and I finished Isaiah. And even when storms come, even when God do what he do to the ones that didn't deserve certain things, or even the ones that did not want to change for the better, he came back and he kept his promise. He cleansed some things. Some things have to be shaken up in order for others to see, in order for things just to be better. He said he had them going hiding. He had them call out to me, Jesus, help me, help me, help me. If you don't know what else to say, and when you in a bad space or place and you just don't know which way to go or who to run to, Jesus, help me, Lord, help me, Father, help me. Because he came back to help. Even when you felt like you could be suffering, he's going to get you through it. He's going to see you through it. He's going to make sure that you come out on top. Stay in the word. Stay prayed up. Be mindful of the company you keep again. Pay attention to your surroundings. And also, don't be so quick to speak and move. Because in my head, I know how I can be. I know that how I can maneuver and be like, you know what? That ain't for me. He ain't for me. that ain't nothing but the devil operating through certain things to make it seem like you all for yourself, or you all by yourself and you really don't have nobody. So I say all this to say that God did. He came back to save those that needed, that called out to him. I'm not gonna say that needed to be saved, because he even saved those that wasn't wanted to listen and be obedient. But he showed those that I am the God, the Holy One. I am who I am, and I'm gonna come back and save those, and I'm gonna make a new heavens. I'm gonna create a new earth. I'm gonna create those for the ones that's calling out to me, and the ones that's being obedient, and the ones that's calling out to my name and putting up their wicked ways, and changing for the better. It says, all who invoke a blessing or take an oath will do by the Lord, do by the God of truth. For I will put aside my anger, and I will forget the evil of early days. Look, I am creating a new heavens and a new earth, and no one will even think about the old ones anymore. Be glad, rejoice forever in my creation. And look, I will create Jerusalem as a place of happiness, a place of happiness. Her people will be a source of joy. I will rejoice over Jerusalem and delight in my people, and the sound of weeping and crying will be heard in it no more. So that crying and weeping, he said, I'm gonna create a new thing. There will be happiness. There will be joy. You will be able to rejoice and not be weeping and crying over things that's not within your control, but God has control. Do you hear what I'm saying?